What's up guys, welcome back. So today I have a super highly requested video for you guys. I've been getting so many questions here on my channel and on my blog. Just general questions about how to get started with a traveling nail business. And so today I decided to give you all some of my tips and different things that I've learned over the past year of doing this myself. Some of this is going to help you kind of get started with like marketing and getting clients, and also the logistics of what you would bring with you and your services, that kind of thing. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Please give it a thumbs up if it is, and if you have any more questions that I don't cover in this video, leave them down below and I could do a part 2. So yeah, let's just get started. So I don't really have anything written down like prepared for this video, so if it's a little rambly, that's why. But I'm just going to kind of go off of my experience. So the number one thing you would want to make sure is that your state allows you to do traveling services. Some states allow it, some states don't. Some states allow you to even have like a mobile salon that you drive around to actual clients. So you just want to read up on that, and then you want to read up on what kind of services you're allowed to offer and which ones you want to offer. So you want to decide that from the beginning. I myself don't provide any acrylic services. I just do natural nail services. So you'll get normal nail manicures and pedicures, and I do nail wraps, gel polish, things like that. So you want to nail down your services, and then you want to nail down your prices. Now, everyone's going to be a little bit different. There's kind of ballpark numbers for manicures. What you really want to do is do your research first and foremost, because if you are traveling, there's a few things that you have to consider. So your prices aren't going to be exactly the same as a salon in your local area, just because you may be providing the service a little differently than they would in a salon. For instance, it's like pedicures for me. I provide waterless or dry pedicures. So you're not going to be getting a massage chair like you would in a salon. You're not going to be getting like a foot soaking experience. So those things are not included in my traveling service. So the price is going to be a little bit different. But then also you want to make sure that you cushion your prices to cover the fact that you are driving to your clients. So you can do that in a few different ways. You can just increase the prices of your actual services just to make sure you're covering your gas driving out there. Or you can actually tack on an extra travel fee. Whenever you get a client, you can find out their location, and then you can add it up. You can use your state guidelines, whatever you can charge per mile. I don't do that unless they're an out-of-town client. So if you are local to me, if you are within my county, then I don't bother adding on any travel services or travel fees. I just have kind of my individual services a little bit higher, so that it covers my gas and all that kind of stuff, just so it's worth your while and you're making profit. I would definitely go check around to different salons in your area and just see where they have their prices set at, and then you can go from there. Also, if you're in a bigger city, you're gonna probably charge a little bit more than you would if you're in a smaller town, and also depending on what your clientele, the demographic and what they're used to paying and things like that. So the next major thing that you want to figure out is how you're going to get your clients. So marketing is huge. You guys know this if you're in the beauty industry. It is so important to do marketing for your clientele. Also, if you're traveling, it's going to be a bit harder because you don't have like a stationary place to send clients to. So I do this in a few different ways. Social media is my favorite way to do this. So you obviously want to have some kind of social media presence. A Facebook is definitely number one, just so that you can have a Facebook page and you can have somewhere that you are putting all of your information about you, your business, your services, your pricing, and then it also allows a place for clients to find you and book you straight through your Facebook page. So that is a huge benefit. You can also use Facebook ads to promote yourself, and that just ensures that your business gets put in front of your friends list and in front of the demographic that you're wanting to reach. So definitely get on Facebook if you are not. You can also create your own website for your services as well. Also a place where your clients can discover what you're all about and if they want to book you. You want to make yourself as open and easily bookable as possible. You can do the classic like ads in your newspaper, your different media sources in your local area. It's a good idea to do that. And then this kind of thing also works off of referral services. So I actually work with a company already that does traveling, and they are already pretty experienced in the referral kind of thing. So they are more bridal, so they're already working with photographers and venues and wedding planners and just all of those kind of people that they kind of bounce clients off of each other. So you want to start building relationships with those kind of vendors, because you can help them out and send some business their way, and then they'll return the favor for you. So make sure you're being sociable and you're just kind of getting out in your community and socializing with those kind of people, because once you build those relationships, you're going to build your clientele as well. Also, another thing that you can do is do your research beforehand about what kind of products and equipment that you're going to be bringing with you. I, for one, don't bring any chairs or a table with me. I just make sure that the client knows I will need a surface and a couple chairs. I'm pretty flexible. I'll sit on the floor to do your toes if I need to and things like that. But if you're someone that wants to be a little bit more organized and just make sure that you have a perfect surface for you, there are plenty of different places to find like the foldable? Oh my god, that didn't sound right at all. The little tables that fold down, it's just like the flat little square tabletops, just so you make sure that you have a good surface to work off of. They have a lot of those on Amazon. I will try to find a few that I like and link them down below for you guys. Places where you can get little pop-up chairs too, just to make sure that you always have a comfortable chair to work in around your client, like if they're sitting on their couch or just random things like that. You want to make sure that you're comfortable. I will also link the chairs down below. I don't personally use them, like I said, but it's a good idea if you're someone that wants just to be prepared. They're super lightweight, so it's a good idea. It's something easy you can pop in and out of your car and just like walk in with, and it's light and you don't have to worry about too much bulk. Also, I will link down below a few of my favorite train cases. You guys have seen mine in several videos. It's on the small side. I'm wanting to upgrade actually pretty soon, but it's just perfect enough because I do downsize as much as possible when I'm traveling. You want to take enough products, obviously, to do your services, but you don't need so many extra things. You don't need big bottles of products. You want to make sure you're downsizing all of your bottles, all of your acetone, alcohol, lotions, things like that. Take them out of their original containers that you buy them in and put them in travel size bottles. You can buy those at drugstores and Walmart and things like that. Yeah, everything that I talk about in this video I'm going to have linked down below because I found a lot that really work for me perfectly, and I know you guys would probably enjoy them too. So check in the description box for all of the products. But that's just another huge tip. Make sure you are downsizing as much as possible and make sure you're purchasing lightweight equipment and things that are specifically geared towards, you know, traveling, so it's folding down and it's more compact. I would say once you have all of these things kind of checked off, you've done your research, then you are ready to get out there and get started. It is going to be a little bit of a learning curve if you're someone that's used to being in a salon, and you're probably just going to have to feel out, like, do I like providing this kind of service? Would I rather just not provide that, or would I like to tweak it a little bit? I've definitely ran into that as well with my pedicure services. I'm also going to do a separate video on that probably coming up next, my waterless pedicure service. A lot of people have been asking for that. Just use the beginning as a time to just feel it out and just find out what works for you. But yeah, I think that is everything. If I have missed something, like I said, leave it in the comments below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.